Hand off to Kenneth Walker, up the middle. Kenneth Walker on his feet at the 20, cuts outside left at the 25, on his feet at the 30. He's going to break away. Kenneth Walker's going to go all the way.
First time seeing football, I knew this is what I wanted to do. After the ball snap and I get the handoff, I just let instincts take over, to be honest.
Into the end zone, touchdown, MSU.
I remember going to my uncle's games. He would play, but I would always want to play too. I was young, I believe I was like 4. We would always go up there, and my mom, she would take me up there. Used to cry every time she used to like take me away to go home. Wanted to play so bad. He would always be in my house, my uncle, and he would like tell me what the 2-hole, the 4-hole, and 6-hole is, like the basics of football. When I finally got to play football, that was like the most exciting time. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. It was nice growing up in Memphis, you know. I got 3 older sisters, an older brother, and 2 younger brothers. Before school, a lot of the times I didn't even see my mom. Watch her wake up in the morning and sacrifice for us and go work, and I watched my dad at night. You know, he worked the night shift, and then the daytime he's like working out with me and like helping me be the best I can be.
Well, I was working 12, 13, 14 hours a day, you know, and then had to get with him and make sure he was on point. He had been working and playing sports since 4 years old, wrestling, football, basketball, and baseball. If he do something, I want him to be the best.
My dad, me and him are super close. That's my best friend. Been my best friend since I was little. I used to dread waking up in the morning to go work out. Like I would get up early, super early. I'd run, come back, do other workouts at the house. I'm like, I did not want to do it at all.
It was every day. He was on it. His dad didn't let him miss not one workout. And what his dad would do the workout first.
Him seeing his dad do it with him, it was just an extra boost, you know. He said, I can do this, man. This old guy doing it. I know I can do it. He had that drive, and he didn't want to let me down, you know. Wrestling was, I think, what made Kenneth, and I tell him to this day, was wrestling.
Come on, Ken. Take down.
And they would get the best of Kenny, and he'd be mad, but I was like, yeah. When he got older, he won a state championship in Tennessee and everything. It was a plus.
He knew what would make me like the best version of myself, so I believe that made me better in general, better at life and then better in sports. I've played a lot of different other sports, but it was always something about football that was like my favorite thing ever.
Wow.
When I was younger as a kid, I don't know. I didn't even know a lot about the NFL and stuff like that. I was just playing because it was super fun to me.
People would ask him, who was your favorite team? And he would look at them like, what do you mean, what favorite team? And they was like, your favorite football team? And he would be like, well, I don't watch football.
As I got older, my middle school, I would always like dream about playing in high school. I want to play varsity one day, things like that.
When he got that mindset that he want to play football, then he got the focus like, I can do this. I want to play in the NFL. So I said, you can do it. If you just let a kid go to football practice and that's it, I don't think that's enough. If you want an edge, as a father, I think you need to work with him a little more. So when he go and get 4 or 5 reps in school because you got other kids working, you can give him 100 reps with yourself.
He would always tell him, if you want to be the best, hey, you got to keep on rolling. You don't stop when everybody stops.
I would grind all day, every day. After practice, I would go home and work out with my dad. Coming to college was a big dream of mine. I really wanted to play as a true freshman. I believe it was my junior year of high school. I was like kind of down my ability, like, cause I've always wanted to play D1 football, but like nobody was offering me.
I never had a kid to go to college level, so I didn't know what to expect. I wanted him to focus on education. Don't even worry about that. We can't control it. So I tried to put him in private school. But Kenny was so used to the kids he was around, he ended up going to Arlington, which is a good school. But for sports, it wasn't the best school.
You know, I started to kind of doubt myself. I'm like, maybe it's not like for me. I didn't really say it, but like it was like I was thinking that a lot.
His coach ended up taking him up there to Wake Forest. They was impressed. We did have a couple of colleges to reach out to him. It wasn't the colleges that he wanted. He started to get like a little depressed. He was waiting on Wake Forest to call, and he waited and he waited. He was like, Mom, they not gonna call me back. Me and his dad always tell him, your options are open. You still have time. It's not a rush.
Beginning of my senior year, I was feeling kind of odd. It was a Thursday night, but it was like 1 a.m. I woke up and I couldn't even like move because I was in so much pain.
I heard this weeping voice like, "Mama, I can't breathe. I can't breathe." He was like literally like laying across my floor. So I rushed him to the ER. The doctor comes in and he was like, "Does he play sports or anything?" I was like, "Yes, sir, he plays football." He was like, "Well, not anymore." I looked at Kenny, he looked at me, and he was like, he just put his head down. And I was like, no, I was like, this not happening. I was like, you gonna shine this year. This your last year.
The way I was feeling at that time, it was like sadness. I was like mad, like, you know what I'm saying? I just like finally started getting offers, and then that happened.
They gave us a prescription and just sent us out. I talked to his dad. I said, I don't think it's getting no better because you can see it in his face.
He ain't looking good. So we had to take him to the St. Jude. And they said he had blood clots in his lung.
First, it was gonna be like 9 months of me being out of football. That would have been like a whole season, my whole senior year. I had to get put on blood thinners. I would take a shot twice a day for 3 months.
The doctor did say that he can work out, but just no physical contact.
Once we got everything straightened out, it was even better because he worked out with me the whole time. Sometimes
they would work out like 3 times a day, strengthening his body back. It was like that.
Every step of the way, you know. And when he hit the field, without having the camps with the schools, he was in way better shape than he would have been at school.
I ended up finishing up the week before the first game, and I was cleared to play. And I ended up getting a chance to play my full senior year.
I started my night at Arlington High School, where there is a player who everyone needs to learn his name, remember his name, and straight up respect his name. Senior running back Kenny Walker.
Touchdown, Tigers by number 9, Kenny Walker.
Still on his feet. There he goes. Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker. Do it all. He did it all.
Muscle, strength, persistence. Get him some breathing room. He's going to go all the way. One play, 94 yards.
Inside the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU.
And now the Spartans are just pouring it on.
This dude's been unbelievable. I mean, unbelievable.
This kid has shown something since transferring over from Wake Forest.
Kenneth Walker, you need to learn his name. This guy's the real deal.
As I was looking through the transfer portal, the main thing I was looking for was someone that could hit a home run. As I watched tape on a lot of guys, there was really only one guy that I kept coming back to that was explosive, that could do the things we were asking him to do within our offense, and I thought if we put that person in our offense, they would really take off. Before he entered the transfer portal, I had no knowledge of Ken whatsoever, but once I watched the tape, I was like, I need to have a lot of knowledge of him real fast.
Finally got to be able to get on the call with Coach Pease and Coach Johnson. He was telling me like the ability they saw in me, like my cuts, my vision, my explosiveness and things like that, and they could also see me catching out of the backfield. And I felt like I could make a positive impact on the team and they would be able to use me.
I told him the truth. I said, we weren't very good last year, but I think we're 1 or 2 players away from really changing that. And he came in and he had the right attitude and he changed us right away.
Gotta get 1% better every day.
I'm grateful. I know I even told Coach Tuck this, like, I'm grateful that he took a chance on me. And then like when I think back, it's like, oh no, I just smile. I'm really where I want to be in life right now.
Hey, y'all keep an eye on my guy 9 right here, man. It's my roommate. The boy is special with the ball in his hands. Check him out. Kenneth Walker, gonna be a household name. Just show that Spartan.
That's real.
Spartan Stadium going crazy.
It's been awesome to see him succeed since he's been here. He's here for a reason. He didn't come here just to take part, man. He came here to take over, and I think he's a kid that really wants to make it in the NFL and have a long career there. Sometimes you just got to let guys be them, and when he's him, he's pretty damn good.
It's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable, man. I'm just so happy for the kid. From far as when I started with him and now, I'm impressed. He's a good kid, and I think with Mel Tucker and his crew, sky's the limit for him.
Let's go!
On one of the videos after one of the games, he was dancing. Kenny don't dance around nobody but me, so he's happy. I get emotional with Kenny a lot because me and his dad always told him, whatever you set your mind to, you can do it. He told me one day, he was like, Mama, he said, I think this is my year this year. And I was like, this your year every year. This is just the beginning of his journey.
I think it's a blessing, and I'm grateful for how far I've come. Everything I do, I try to go hard at it, like 100%. My dad always taught me how to be a hard worker. My mom always had me being respectful. I thank them for that, and I can't ever repay them, but like, I'm gonna do everything that I can to give back to them. It's not all me, you know what I'm saying? God could take it away at any point, and if it wasn't for him or my family, I wouldn't be here today. That's like my why, to do what I do.